We're going to have a little Chardon talk then, folks. Chardon is not doing well, and I try very hard to be very honest with you all. I've talked to the mods a little bit about this. Chardon's not doing very good. Dr. Darcy and Dr. Pettigrew and I have talked off and on all day today, and there's a lot of stuff going on with Chardon. There's medicines that we've used, and we've been doing this to help keep the stool soft. And but last night I realized that his bladder was very, very full. And no, he's not a failure to thrive. He is a victim of abuse, of somebody throwing him out the window, and it's like a fracture. Well, it is a fracture of the vertebrae. So his bladder was very, very full last night, and I talked to Darcy last night about it. And twice last night I expressed it just manually. It's just where you put in a certain position, you can press on it in such a way that you can make all the urine go out of it so that the bladder is empty. And while we were doing that, I was also able to break up some of the stool in there too, which was good. And as you know, we've been giving him lactulose and fluids because of the lactulose, to keep the stool as soft as what we can to help him get that passed. Well, this morning when I went to express his bladder, I couldn't get even any of it out. So what that meant was, he had even stopped leaking the urine. So what that means is that the vertebrae where it's the most injured at has stopped the message to the brain to tell the brain it's time to relax the muscles and empty the bladder or empty the bowel. He doesn't have that. So, well, you know, he can survive if we manually express his bladder. That's an okay thing to do, but now it's at the point where we can't get any the urine to be expressed. It's like it's just plugged there. So this morning, I went ahead and sedated him. I've talked to the vet so much today about him, and I was able to, where you put a needle in through the outside. Does not hurt anything at all. This is frequently done, like when you need a urine sample even. But we drained 35 cc's out of his bladder. That is a lot. That little baby's bladder was about the size of that. And that's no lie. So what we were hoping was, with the release of that pressure, that it would be able to relax the muscles enough to help him then get those nerves working a little bit better. But that's not what has happened. We've had to do this twice today now. And his bladder is full again right now. So things are not going good. We've tried relaxation medicines with him today. I've done every single thing that's been suggested to be able to help him, and we're just not getting anywhere. So things aren't just looking very good for him. And it just really upsets me because this did not have to be. You know, if someone, and I don't want anybody out there to do the thing of, well, they shouldn't have done that and all that. We know that. We know that. Those people are bad. They're not nice. They're unkind. It is a form of abuse, but we're not going to beat that road down. We already know it's happened, and we can't change that person. But it is sad. It is sad because it didn't have to happen. Yes, he is in pain from this. He's on quite a bit of pain meds right now. That will not slow the gut up. We're just running into one block after another. I can't get the catheter in for 2 reasons. And that's a good question, Jacci. One is that is so tight there, we can't get in. And you got to remember, he's only 1.5 pounds. Even the Tomcat catheters that we use for things like that are at least twice as big, too big for him. Yeah. And I can't do that expression of the bladder anymore because it just hurts too much, and I'm not going to make him do it. So he's back there, he's sleeping and he's resting, and but it's just sad. Yeah. And my thing when these kitties come in is we will never cause harm. And so we know our limitations. We can't fix everything. These these traps that are hard is one thing. It's usually a leg. They can live without the leg. But these nerve damaged cats like this, they're in a whole different ballgame. Eileen, as you know, is one of them. Our little Milford is another one of them. Chardon is another one. Yes, guys. Yep, you betcha. Just please make sure that our friends there also know that this has been involving 2 of our vets there. And they, bless their hearts, they've kept in contact with me all day today trying to, well, let's try this or let's try that, and it's just not working. The one good thing about it is, that because of the nerve damage, there's in the actual bottom end part, there's no real pain, but it's the bladder being so full and the bowel being so full. And I also reminded the vets today, and it was forgotten, that I said, and remember too, he had so many maggots. And, maggots, we can kill those darn things by the cat star, but the damage that they do beforehand, and when you're cleaning out something with maggots, you always have to be extra careful. Now, this did not happen on him, but we had one cat that was so severely infested with the maggots that they release that toxin, and that is deadly to the cats. But that one was in great quantities. He does know he's loved. Every time I go in there, he just instantly purrs. I saw him earlier. Yeah. You're so loved. So I took him and I went do on his little body, and he just purred and purred and purred. Yeah. So now we got to make a new course of action though for Milford boy.
There. That boy's a go-getter.
Is he in the tunnel?
He's under by the trash, actually.
Yeah, there him is. I want to tell you about Bella too. That Bella, she cracks me up. So as soon as I always tell her you can't go out until it's daylight. And so I swear she knows what I'm saying. So today, she was out there in the back and she heard me in the office and she comes scooting out, sat by the door, meow, 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 meow. And that's when, and when Bella meows in her, I want some action here, she opens that mouth. I think you could put a goose egg in it. It's so huge. And I was working on Chardon then, and I said, Bella, I can't take you out now. And so I said, you can go outside though, outside to the doggies, and she loves it out there. We have a coop out there just for her. So she goes to that door, and I leave her out. And after a little while, I went in the house. I washed my hands in there, and I heard her meow. And my bathroom window overlooks my doggies outside, and so I opened the window, and there was Bella in her poop looking at the window, just meowing as big as she could. Like, here I am, I'm so happy. And it was raining, and she was fine with that. She doesn't mind. We have a great big metal awning over all that. So she has, I don't even think she's in here tonight. Now she's in the back thumper's room. She's been either outside with the doggies in the back thumper's room or in the mail room all day today. Yeah, Bella would love that. We couldn't today. It was so wet, humid, and but it rained quite a bit. Nerve damage, a delayed reaction type of thing caused it. Well, you know, in the beginning, the first day he did poo okay, and he did pee, but he leaked the pee. And to be honest with you, I think it was the potty, the urine part was a problem then. I think that was quite a bit of overflow at that, overflow of the bladder being full then, but nothing as bad as what it is now. And yes, that can be from the inflammation of that whole thing. There's a lot involved with Chardon. There's multi-levels of problems. What do you got now? Postal.
And she's like, Mom, stop pushing on me, good for you. You know.
Yep, that's right, lady.
Oh, yeah, look at him. He's playing with Missa. Oh, Missa's giving him a bump on the head.
I remember one time, this has been years ago, and I've told you guys, I think, some of this before, where they call it the mild signs, where they throw them at the street signs. I remember one time we had somebody happen to be behind someone, and they tossed a cat at a sign, and they scrambled out and picked up the kitty. And they made up their mind that they were going to get that license plate, and they went down a little ways, and there they did it, another kitty at a sign. And they couldn't stop those people, but they did get the license plate, and they did follow them, and they got every single kitty. I think there was 4 of them. Brought them in. They were just dazed, had some head torque, but those were straightened out, and the kitties were just fine. They did turn those people in to the sheriffs. But how, I don't know. I don't know how these people can live with themselves.
Horrible people. Yeah.
But look how many wonderful people we have. I have to keep focused on that because I could get real down sometimes on it. A lot of good people, like the person that saved Coralie.
Coralie has come a long way. I'm very happy that she's here. I'm glad that she's able to enjoy her life here.
Yeah, she does. Yeah. Every time that lady comes that brought her in, she comes and visits, and I ask her to tell me the story every time. Tell me the story of Coralie.
boy, can she eat.
Yeah.
She likes to eat.
Never know.
I did that. I put one down and Dad was like, oh, she don't like those. So I put another poundage.
Me?
Yeah, and that is right, man. It's you can't do this if you choose. A person can't do this if that person wants to choose on focusing on the negative, because it'll get you down. You won't be able to do what you're supposed to be doing. I love what I do here, and I have a great passion for it, and I feel right doing it. I feel this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and so it's my choosing to focus on the positive. And I know, when we do have something pass, never think that it's not hard for me, because every single one of them is. But you have to give that over, and you have to just continue to fight for those that are here. Yeah, it's just part of what has to happen. You can't be any good at what you're doing if you're down in the dumps and you want to just kind of be negative about things. You won't function fully as what you should to do something like this. And we know every single day that something else might come in the door. What's hard is when people criticize me for not being able to take all the kitties in that we want. That's what's hard for me. Because it's impossible. There's too many. That's why I beg people to get them neutered and spayed. Yep, you gotta focus on what's alive. Yep, you gotta focus on who needs what and stay constantly tuned into every single kitty here. Yeah, thank you, everybody. You guys are pretty cool people out there.
We do have some cool chatters.
We surely do. All right. And you know what, Gus? That is exactly right. And yeah, I do get criticized sometimes for not being able to take in more and more and more. But Dr. Pettigrew taught me a long time ago, if you are going to run a rescue center that can produce the most amount of good, you have to have two things. Got to have a heart, which my heart's right here, but you got to use your brain, and that means your common sense. I know of other rescues where they take in and take in and they take in until they're so overwhelmed, not only with the cost factor, but space and the health issues then get put aside. And my thing is, I always say, you protect what you got. Always put those that you have already in your care as your top priority. You don't do any of them any good if you slight them. Just send your good thoughts, Mish. We've worked all day. Other than when I went to the movie, we've worked all day long on Chardon.
What did you go see?
Yeah. We saw The Valley, the Prince Valley. So it was a good movie.
You need to see last night Our Fault Was in the Stars. Or whatever. She read the book beforehand, like a while ago. Oh. She said the book was obviously much better.
People always say that.
Oh, look at Nobbin.
I love them. I think the bird.
So Asha, I was just in there Kathy and I was sitting there yakking away, and Asha comes over and or was that right before we sat down, and planted her head right on my forehead. I would love to show you Asha. Nobbin. Oh my gosh. There he is.
You want him?
Yeah. His eye is flat, so the antibiotics, or his un-eye as I call it, the antibiotic is doing the trick.
Here's Nobbin. Oh, that's not the best view. Sorry. His eye is so much better. He's a good. Oh.
It is, isn't it?
It is. It looks
Whoops,
so
let me
good.
just stare. Yep, it's flat, flat, flat.
Yeah, he is a love bug. Yes,
Oh
definitely.
my gosh, he just looks so much healthier.
Look at him. He's like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm so better.
him's a blob of softness. Here you go. Isn't she wonderful? Oh my goodness, I love this girl. Oh, Nobbin has put on quite a bit of weight. Yeah. He's my girl. Yeah, he's very fluffy. You my sweetie girl?
That's mine. I had chicken.
Can you say hi to everybody? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
And they're lined up.
She's purring.
Wait a minute, you might get lucky. So
You're the girl who
Steve
Steve saw out there, and I thought you was a black kitty at first. Yeah.
At night, sometimes I eat.
Did she bump your nose, Michelin? I remember you said that.
Yes.
Oh, I love
They're
her.
not hurt.
She's always my desk area buddy. She's out there every day with me. Yeah, remember when she first came? She was so light. Aren't you? What do you see? What do you see? Yeah, you're just a dear, aren't you? Sometimes she gets on my desk and plants herself right in front of me, and it's very distracting, isn't it, baby cakes? She knows it. Well, the person, CG, who saved her had asked, and at that time we didn't have very, very many residents, and we just did. We just did, didn't we? It was just supposed to be. Yeah, it was just supposed to be. All right, you ready to get down? I'm going to go check on things back there, and then I'm going to head in. I'll be back out later tonight to check on things.
No, it's fine. The initial jump on the shoulder.
So the black kitties will be out tonight, mods. So if somebody asks, it's okay. We can't keep them in their room anymore. They jump over the door. So we'll just open their door up. And so if anybody asks, it's okay.
How about Brandywine?
They're not jumping out yet. So we'll leave them in there with Mama. Aw, thank you all, everybody. You're all really wonderful. Oh gosh, can you hear her purring?
I bet you can hear Nobbin from there. He's purring up.
Oh, I can. She's just shaking my arms. It's so. I think my knees finally stopped shaking after the catathon. when that bid went up to 5,000 for putter, and then it went up more, and then hit 10. It was like, oh.
It was
I
at
thought I was gonna have to
9,500 until the very last second. I mean, she made that last bid.
Right at the end, huh?
It was literally seconds before the end of that round. I was like,
People's been asking who owns these.
no.
Is that Gary Cat upside down? Oh no, she's on her side. Oh my gosh, she is so wonderful. Look at her. Don't you roll off of there, dude.
There's that small Alicia baby in with Brandywine.
Yeah, I had so much fun.
You want them out?
What's that?
Here's a small Alicia baby in with brandy wine. Do you want me to get that baby out?
A small Lucia baby in the brandy wine? Yeah. How'd they do that? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Miss. I think I've flubbed up a few dozen times, but oh well, what the heck.
No, I'm sorry.
You know, Joyce, it's really, really close. I think I have to look again, but it's really, really close. I think I got another donation in today, maybe even 2 of them, in honor or for the catathon. That will put us right at last year's. Yeah, it was just really cool. Yeah, I wasn't expecting Jimmy to do that. Yeah, so that was right at the very end, huh? I still remember. I just thought I was gonna fall over. Yeah. So you took that call, huh? You took the last call on that?
Dina did, right?
Oh, Dina did.
She looked at me and she goes, did this call make it? Did this call make it? And I go, yeah. Because I kept telling everybody if they made them or not. I don't know. That part. But yeah, she made it. It was literally, I mean.
Yes, it was one person. Mm-hmm.
And she picked it up as the bell was going off. So.
Yeah, you know, I have it written on the back of that thing Jack had. I'm going to have to get that tomorrow. We've been, you guys would not believe how much stuff we've packed and shipped already. It's been really good. And they've been working real hard on it. And I've got my emails pretty caught up now. Okay. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Okay. Are you ready to go Betty bye? I'm going to put you down. Normally we put kitties back where they were, but I'm going to put her down here so she has to walk a little bit. Oh, yeah, Leggy. Oh, gosh. Did you get Leggy? Did you get to see? Yeah, Molly. That was so sweet today. Yeah. Oh, good. Yes, Mary. I saw your name. There you go, pretty girl. All right. So, are you up to a late night scoop or no? Today.